It has no natural predators. No animal on Earth hunts it. No shark avoids it out of caution, they avoid it out of terror. It has been recorded swimming 33 miles per hour. It can hear sounds from miles away underwater. It has teeth 4 inches long, a brain 5 times the size of a human's. It has never, not once, in recorded history, killed a human being in the wild. We call it the killer whale. That name is wrong. It is not a whale. It is the largest member of the dolphin family. What science has discovered about this animal in the last 30 years has quietly rewritten everything we thought we knew about intelligence, culture, and what it means to be a civilization. The orca, or genus orca, found in every ocean on the planet, from the warm waters near the equator to the frozen edges of Antarctica. 6 to 8 tons of pure, coordinated intelligence. They are the apex predators of the sea, not because they are the biggest, not because they are the fastest. They are apex predators because of something far more dangerous than size or speed. They think, they plan, they teach, they remember, they grieve. Orcapods use cooperative hunting techniques that scientists liken to the behavior of wolf packs. But to call it that is almost an understatement. Wolves work together on instinct. Orcas work together on strategy. Off the coast of Norway, pods of orcas have been observed herding massive schools of herring into tight, spinning balls near the surface, then slapping them with their tails to stun dozens of fish at once. Off the coast of Patagonia, orcas have learned to intentionally beach themselves, launching their bodies onto the shore, grabbing sea lion pups, then riding the wave back into the water. This technique is not instinct. It is learned, practiced, taught. Mother orcas bring their calves to watch, then bring them close, then guide them through it themselves, generation after generation. The same beach, the same technique, passed down like a family tradition. And recently, off the coast of South Africa, a single orca was observed hunting and consuming a great white shark alone. Within just 2 minutes, the apex predator of every ocean nightmare humans have ever had, eaten in 2 minutes, by one animal, acting alone. But here is what truly sets the orca apart. It is not the hunting. It is what happens after the hunt. What happens in the quiet hours, when a pod drifts together in the dark water, and the oldest female begins to call. Each pod maintains a repertoire of 7 to 17 distinct call types, with variations in pitch, duration, and frequency that create a unique acoustic fingerprint. These are not random vocalizations. They are not simple signals. They are dialects. The most fascinating aspect is how these dialects are learned, not inherited. Young calves spend years listening to their mothers' and grandmothers' calls, gradually mastering the family's vocal repertoire. This learning process can take up to 5 years. 5 years. Learning to speak your family's language. Resident orcas of the Pacific Northwest sound completely different from their cousins in Norway or New Zealand. These differences are not random. They reflect the unique environmental pressures and social structures of each region. Orcas from different parts of the world cannot understand each other. They have accents, they have regional languages, they have culture, and at the center of every orca culture is a grandmother. Each pod is governed by the oldest and therefore wisest matriarch. These grandmothers are responsible for leading the pod in hunting efforts, passing down traditions, and helping to raise the young. Some matriarchs live beyond 90 years. They remember the locations of the best hunting grounds, the timing of salmon runs, and the subtle nuances of their family's vocal traditions. A 90-year-old female orca remembers hunting grounds she first visited in the 1930s. She knows which stretches of coastline hold fish and lean years. She has lived through droughts and abundance, through cold years and warm ones, and she carries all of that knowledge inside her. This post-reproductive stage is extremely rare in the animal kingdom, shared only with humans and a few other toothed whales. Menopause. In the ocean, female orcas stop reproducing between the ages of 30 and 40, and then live for another 50 or 60 years, not as passengers, as leaders. Research has found that the death of a post-reproductive grandmother had a more significant impact on pod survival than the loss of a reproductive female of similar age. When a grandmother dies, the pod loses something irreplaceable. Researchers have documented instances where, when a matriarch dies, certain call types disappear from the pod forever. A language, dying with one animal, and orcas mourn. In 2018, a female orca in the Pacific Northwest known to researchers as J35, or Tahlequah, gave birth to a calf that died within minutes. For 17 days, she carried her dead calf at the surface, pushing it up, letting it sink, swimming back, pushing it up again. Researchers who had studied orcas for decades were silenced by what they were watching. This was not instinct. This was grief. The same grief that makes humans build monuments and write elegies and sit with the loss. Long after reason says to let it go, Tahlequah finally released her calf. 4 years later, she gave birth again. The calf survived. Researchers named him Tahlequah, which means our boy in the Lummi language, the Native American nation of the Pacific Northwest who have lived alongside orcas for thousands of years and consider them family. There is one more thing you should know. Researchers across 6 separate populations have observed orcas approaching boats and offering humans food, pushing fish, seaweed, and stingrays toward people, then patiently waiting for a response, sometimes trying again after an initial rejection. Scientists believe this may be interspecies reciprocity. An animal that could swallow a great white shark into minutes is paddling up to a human boat and offering a gift, waiting to see if you will take it. We have spent centuries afraid of the ocean, afraid of what lives inside it, afraid of the dark water and the things that move beneath the surface. And somewhere in that darkness, for millions of years, there has been something looking back, something that speaks in dialects, something that mourns its dead, something that teaches its children, something that brings food to strangers. We called it the killer whale. We named it after our fear. But the more science looks, the more it looks like something else entirely. Something that has been civilized far longer than we have. The ocean covers 71% of this planet. We have explored less than 20% of it. We do not know what else is down there. We do not know what other intelligences have been listening and learning and speaking in the dark water while we were building our cities on the shore. But we know this. The orca has been here longer than we have. It will likely be here after we are gone. And somewhere, right now, in the cold waters of the Pacific Northwest, a grandmother is calling to her grandchildren, teaching them the sounds her mother taught her, teaching them where the salmon run in lean years, teaching them the language of their family, a language spoken by no other pod on earth. Civilizations are not built from stone. They are built from memory, from language, from the decision to stay together and pass something forward. By that measure, the orca has been civilized for a very long time.